MSI Z170A claims to be the gaming benchmark for the Skylake series of motherboards. Does it deliver? Let's find out. Hello guys, and welcome back to another CAFcast. Today we're taking a look at MSI's brand new Z170A motherboard. This is built on the LGA 1151 chipset for the brand new Skylake 6 series processors. Hopefully you've already got yourself a Skylake processor in mind, and if you are a PC gaming enthusiast, chances are this board is already on your shortlist. We're going to take a look at installing the board, going through the motherboard's BIOS, and also taking a look at some of the PC software that's been included as well. But first, let's start with aesthetics. So the Z170A's aesthetics can probably be described in 7 simple words. I hope you're a fan of red. You do get some black thrown in there for free as well, which is quite nice, but generally, if you're looking for a different colour scheme, you might want to look elsewhere, or alternatively paint your board, but that's probably not recommended for this video anyway. The actual board itself though is a really nice look. The black PCP keeps it looking modern, and there is actually quite a lot of room on the board that doesn't have anything else there. There are a couple of additional LED features, like a pulsing red light that goes down the side of the south bridge, and all in all actually is quite an attractive board. The North Bridge and South Bridge heat sinks continue this red and black theme, and there's also some reinforced steel PCI Express slots for your X16 where you're going to be putting your graphics cards. To be honest with you, it's not really a necessary feature, because chances are if you're going to install a graphics card, it's probably going to be living there for a few years. But if you're like me and upgrade your graphics card every year, it's a really cool feature to make sure the board does last a good amount of time. The board has some things that you're probably going to expect anyway as standard on most boards. 7 slots for fans and 6 slots for SATA. You also have 2 SATA Express slots though on the board, which is quite nice, and USB 3 mounts for front side USB ports as well. So those are 2 really big pluses. The board's I/O doesn't leave you wanting either, with 2 USB 2 ports, 4 USB 3 ports, and 1 USB 3.1 Type-A and 1 USB 3.1 Type-C port. So pretty much whatever you want to plug into this board, you're going to be covered. For the wired internet, we have a killer Ethernet 2400 port with apparently 3.5 times lower latency and 2.9 times the bandwidth, which is always impressive. You could obviously get wireless if you want to anyway, but if you are one of those FPS gaming enthusiasts and you're buying this board for this reason, that port is stonking, and compared to a generic board is going to give you much more performance. Display is pretty much covered for anybody as well. We have HDMI and DVI on the board for anybody who's using the integrated graphics. Chances are you're probably going to be adding your own graphics card anyway, so this is kind of irrelevant, but still useful. And finally, audio is really well covered as well. You've got a 7.1 channel surround sound system built onto the board with Audio Boost 3 and a Nahimic Audio Enhancer, so you should find that the sound quality right off the bat on the board is really actually pretty good. Also has an optical and SPDIF out as well. So, how about the motherboard's BIOS? Well, it's actually really well laid out. The GUI has 2 modes, Easy and Advanced, with some continuity between the two, being able to access XMP and Game Boost with 1-button switches at the top, as well as some basic information about the system that you've built and boot priority. The Easy mode comes with AHCI and RAID switches, as well as access to the hardware management as well for changing your fan speeds and temperature settings, whereas the Advanced mode obviously lets us get into more detail about some of the overclocking features and a really cool board explorer which shows you exactly where everything is plugged into your system. If you want more information on the BIOS, there is a separate video to accompany this one showing you all the features in more detail. That's down in the description, so be sure to check that one out if you're interested. Installing the software on the PC was really easy as well. They have a one-click installer provided on the CD, so you can just select and deselect options that you want or don't want. And MSI include a thing called Command Center, which gives you a chance to do all the different things that I've told you about on the BIOS, like hardware monitor. You have the option to see what's enabled and disabled, and some various different things which are actually quite useful as well, like live temperature readings. So make sure that you check that out. Overall, this board is really, really nice. I had no problems with installation, and setting up was very, very straightforward. You can see on our test bench here that it sits quite high and proud, and actually the board itself is quite minimalistic, which is a really, really nice feature. It wasn't difficult to install any of our bits and pieces, and actually I found it really, really easy to test up from the BIOS, actually configuring itself pretty much automatically. I didn't have to do too much tinkering around. And then once we were in Windows, it felt like my regular computer almost instantly, which was fantastic to see. I've had some problems with motherboards in the past, having strange features enabled initially, but this board didn't seem to have anything like that. So if you're not super tech savvy and perhaps building your first computer, I think this is a really good contender for the PC gaming enthusiast out there. Thanks very much for watching this video, guys. I hope it's helped you choose your Skylake motherboard to put your CPU into, and I think this is genuinely a very good contender to some of the other competitors out there. If you like this video, please make sure that you give it a like. That really helps us out. And also, if you do have any questions about this motherboard or any other Skylake related questions, feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to help. And if I can't, I'm sure that somebody else can. But until next time, guys, I've been Caf of the Cafcast. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
You've been watching the Cafcast. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos. Oh, and be sure to subscribe to us if you like what you see. That way I'll know to make more, and that you really like me. So, you've been watching the Cafcast. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos.